you just take it one day at a time. I wouldn't say morale is bad. I think guys are mad more than having bad morale. I think they're mad. I mean, these guys want to win, and they're all frustrated, and they all understand at the same time we're playing with a short deck right now. I think they get that, and they're playing hard, but we're not playing smart enough to win. We're not giving ourselves a chance with turnovers and poor decision-making on special teams at the end, but I don't think we have bad morale. I just think you got a football team that wants to win really bad and is not getting that taste right now, and it's our job to keep them positive and find a way to win one of these games here.
Can you remember a time when pressure got to you?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, there's all kinds of times where, whether you're in an interview setting, and you just get put in tough places at tough moments. And yeah, I mean, shoot, I've walked out of interviews being like, wow, man, I blew that one. I wish I would have taken about 10 minutes in the locker room before I walked in there. Just because, like I said, I'm an emotional guy. I don't show it a lot on the sideline because I don't want my players to be overreactive on the field. So I'm not on the sideline, but it doesn't mean I'm not feeling that in my head or in my heart. And so, you win a big game, you're fired up, or you lose in a tough way, that hurts. And that's what you do for a living, and it just got stepped on. And so you got to walk in and talk about it, and sometimes you get a question that is coming from a mean place instead of a professional place, in my opinion. And it's kind of like, man, if these cameras weren't here right now. But yeah, I mean, absolutely, you learn from how to deal with it publicly. I think privately I deal with it very well. A lot of it has to do with how you're supported, in my opinion. You find out who your true friends are in this profession pretty fast. And the hardest it's been for me is when my children got older and things, they're in school and you're having a tough week or whatever, and then they start getting it, and then it comes home that way. Like I can handle it. But when you go home and your 8-year-old's having to handle it, that's when it gets, this isn't right. And I can't do anything about that except for go win on Saturday, because then it's gone. So that's when it gets tough, But I think the pressure on game day is something that I look forward to. The competitive pressure that's what it's all about.
In America, we make our own decisions and enjoy freedom of choice. For too long, power companies have put profits first, and customers and the environment last. At Power Home Solar, we'll build a world where homes and businesses run on affordable, clean, renewable solar energy. A world we're proud to pass to our children. We're an American company using American-made panels. We're building a movement. One business, one home, one panel at a time. Power Home Solar. Own your power.
I see a race car. I see a dinosaur. Hey, Lou, what do you see?
I see a house with a CPI security system, fully equipped with smart video, intrusion protection, and real-time response.
Whoa, cool.
Protect your home with smarter security from CPI. Stop imagining peace of mind. You'll never miss a thing, and one app controls it all. Make CPI yours today. To learn more, go to mycpi.com.
Luke, my T-Rex is going into your house.
He's gonna set off the alarm.
At Strategic Systems, we understand that a reliable IT infrastructure doesn't just materialize by itself. We've been helping Triangle businesses of all sizes build and manage secure, reliable technology solutions for over 25 years. Strategic Systems and CEI. Are you transforming your business?
Biggest thing we got to do is stop beating ourselves. You know, it's about executing, and regardless of the opponent, you turn the football over, you're going to have a hard time winning. We don't tackle with fundamental good technique. We're going to have a hard time stopping people. You know, it's just basic little things. It's not about who we're playing with at this point. It's getting them to play the way that we play, not turning the football over, playing tough defense, good tackling, and having a positive attitude about improving. You know, I think a lot of times when you lose 3 games in a row, people get negative on the outside of the program, and that can impact these guys inside. And they just have to focus on having a great mindset every day when they wake up. Today I'm going to get better, understanding that if they don't approach it that way, they won't. You know, I don't know many people in the world that get up with a negative attitude and have a good day. You know, so we're going to have a great attitude. We're going to work hard on ball security, on defense. We're going to work hard on tackling, and just work on some basic fundamental things with these guys. Each week you have different guys responding in different ways. I think there's some games where a guy, even if we lose, may play really well and not feel the same heat maybe as a guy that, you know, struggled in a football game and knows that he has to do better. But each week their mindset, their attitudes, their coachability, there's been a lot of positives in that, you know. There's always guys that are going through it that you have to work with and help them get over playing poorly or losing a game in a certain manner, and none of us like what we're going through right now, but all of us understand the big picture of we're playing a young football team with a lot of injuries, and we will get a lot out of this in the long run. But in the meantime, you want to win. And so what does it take to win? You can't beat yourself first, and I think that's the biggest thing these guys got to improve. Obviously, some of the goals we have are not realistic anymore, you know. But being in a bowl game is. Doing certain things against certain teams is. You know, statistically, there's some things that are still out there for some guys. And the bottom line is we need to find a way to win the next game, and then try to win the next game, and then try to win the next game and see where that puts us. But, you know, I mean, when you're 0-0 at the start of the season, there's a lot of goals that when you're 4-5, you're not going to be able to get to. Yeah, I told him the other day, like, adversity shows you your true self. And you may know who you are in good times, but, you know, this is the moment where you need to look in the mirror and say, am I really handling this to the best of my ability? Because this is what life is, in my opinion. You know, it's not all easy. The real world is not easy. And so they're going through a tough time, but a great learning experience and a great growth moment for our football team. And it's something that, as much as you hate, if you embrace it, you can come out the other side in a really good position. You know, my job is to create an environment where people want to be great, and I've got to be positive to make that happen. I also have to be truthful, you know, and I have to tell them the facts. But, you know, I think that if you're a positive person, if you have a positive outlook, if you try to find solutions instead of problems, that better things happen, you know. And so that's the approach that I'm taking with our guys. And there's a lot of days where I'm picking people up because not everybody sees things like that. You know, I think a lot of people like to look at the negativity that's going on out there, and, you know, to me it's a problem, and a problem you get to face one way or the other. You can attack it or you can run from it, and I like attacking it with the right attitude. You know, and being young and facing the injuries has created a reality of adversity that we're in, and I really believe that adversity shows you your true self, you know. And I think for us it's an opportunity to be our best leaders that we can be. And was raised by a great family and had a terrific grandfather that used to say tough times never last, but tough people do. And I think that's a great thing for this program right now. And I look forward to continuing to persist and fight and help these guys get better. So, you know, another week, another challenge, another opportunity for our football team. I should just have Justin come, my trainer, next week. you guys would have a lot more fun with him. You guys have a good day.
So you've been busy.
Yeah, we've been a little busy. You know, we've had a rough year. It has been our year. It's been, you know, a lot. Football's a physical game anyway, and guys get hurt. But you know, all of ours this year have been really bad injuries. I mean, there's been no kind of, hey, let's try to get this guy back. It's been stuff that's been, a lot of it has been season-ending, unfortunately, and we just had to manage that for whatever reason that it is. You know, wish there was one thing that we could point to saying, hey, we can fix this, and that's the problem, but our stuff's been all over the place. We get about a 2-hour block with the guys in the morning to do a bunch of stuff with, and the long-term guys come in a little later. They come in after meetings, and so we can get a little bit more hands-on with them because there's fewer of them than there are in the first group. At least right now there are as of this week. But that gives us some time, and so we've just got to triage it out, and you kind of space it out, and we plan our rehabs according to that, where you don't try to put all of your hands-on stuff at one time, that you can spread that out. So it's tough, but our guys are really patient. They get it, and we're appreciative of them for that. They aren't too demanding. I don't think our guys are afraid of getting hurt. I think that they've been okay with that, but it's just kind of a, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? But our group this year, they've been really resilient with it. The spirits have been pretty high. There's never really been a down and depressed day. There's been certain guys that day after they got hurt, obviously, have been in kind of down to the dumps for a little bit. And we give them about a 12-hour period to let them feel sorry for themselves before we get back on them and make them start working, and we try to pick them up a little bit. But I think overall, they've been a really good group to work with. Like I said, most of the guys have responded well. And I think that they understand that while it's really bad that what happened to them, they've really attacked their rehab on the backside, and even starting day one. And you know, some of our ACL kids and shoulder surgeries have been really up and positive and say, hey, I'm going to get after it and I'm going to do it, and it's been good to see, you know, because I imagine it can get really depressing if we would let it get that way, but we don't. There's a lot of joking and a lot of kidding and things like that around, and sometimes you got to look them in the eye and say, look, man, you can't feel sorry for yourself anymore. We got to pick this up, and we got to go, and then they've responded well to that. I don't know how we would have been able to manage the numbers that we have now in our old space. You know, we've got so many different long-term rehabs going at one time that guys would have been on top of each other, even in that smaller group. But now they're able to work, and it never feels like it's overpopulated. You know, you never feel like it's just super cramped, and guys are able to spread out. We're able to treat on one side, we're able to rehab on one side, and that's been good. We do a lot of rehab in here. We don't do a whole lot of sitting on tables and just doing, you know, you kind of just get a treatment. It's a lot of motion and active recovery type stuff. And so we were able to create a space and a big open space for that. You know, we wanted to put a lot of glass in here, a lot of windows. You'd be able to see through things. I think that's important, just to kind of see what's going on so you don't feel so closed off when you're in here. Everything just kind of feels a lot more open. We were able to upgrade a lot of the equipment and things like that, and it's been really nice. Like I said earlier, just because we renovated the place and made it new didn't mean we had to fill it up. I think the pressure that I feel is all internal, to be honest with you. I feel pressure, but like I said, it's all from me. I never get it from external sources. Coach is actually really good with it, better than I think a lot of people would be sometimes when you got to go tell them. Our assistant coaches have been that same way. You know, my pressure is I want to do what's best for the kid, and have them back out there, and I want to meet certain deadlines and time frames and things like that. So I think the pressure is all internal, right? You want to be able to do the right thing all the time, and so you want to have that kid meet his rehab goals, whether that's a long term, hey, we're going to get your knee to 90 degrees today, or whether it's, hey man, let's go out there and let's play and let's try to score a touchdown, let's try to make a sack or whatever it is. You want to see them succeed in that, and so I think that's all. I think the pressure all comes from me to try to do the best and be the best that we can be.
I see a race car. I see a dinosaur. Hey Lou, what do you see?
I see a house with a CPI security system, fully equipped with smart video, intrusion protection, and real-time response.
Whoa. Cool.
Protect your home with smarter security from CPI. Stop imagining peace of mind. You'll never miss a thing, and one app controls it all. Make CPI yours today. To learn more, go to mycpi.com.
Luke, my T-Rex is going into your house.
He's gonna set off the alarm.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get 20% estimated savings on select 2019 Ford models, plus earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. Now get 20% estimated savings on select F-150s and Rangers, plus earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
For years, you've relied on your electric cooperative to power your daily life. Now, we're going one step further. North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a network of electric vehicle charging stations across the state, boosting tourism and economic opportunities, reducing emissions, and empowering our members with the latest technology. Learn more at ncdriveelectric.com.
Fourth and 7 coming up for the Pack field goal team on. Chris Dunn's 25 of 28 in his career with a long of 49. Good snap, ball down. Kick on its way. It splits the sticks good. And Chris Dunn just keeps getting better and better with every game.
People are going to answer this different. I think it's probably 90% mental. You know, it's tough. No one wants to miss, but it's going to happen. Everyone's human. But the biggest thing is really just shaking it off and being able to come in on the next rep and just being 1 for 1. Is that never happened, blocking it out, and then sticking to your guns and knowing that you've done all the reps that you couldn't practice, and that you've done all the mental reps you couldn't practice, that you've read books preparing you for this moment, and that you've stretched and you've done every little thing that you could. Your diet, your sleep has prepared you for the next kick, and then you just go in there expecting to make it and having the confidence that you always do, and you step up and take the next kick. Got Steven Griffin here. We got a big man. You want to say anything for this?
What up, baby?
Got Tanner Engel.
Swag. You mic'd up with it? Where the mic at? Oh, done. Boy, you got the mic on. This magic foot right here. This magic leg, magic foot. Man, you feel me? We call him Sniper. You know what I'm saying? He hitting from anywhere. You feel me?
Yeah, we don't have to go out there and block for 20 periods a day or run routes. But I feel like we do our job, and we take it just as serious as they do. When we go in at the game on Saturday, being able to perform and have the specialists that we do, Joe Shimko executing as a freshman. You got Trent Gill performing at an absolutely high level. I mean, he's on the rate guy watch list. He's had a phenomenal season. He's a great holder. You know, all the work that we put in and the standard that we set ourselves to, I'd say that kind of shows that we aren't as disconnected from the team.
Shift right.
You weren't too scared with me running right down the middle at you, were you?
Oh, you're mic'd up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're talking to me.
No.
I just played. We had the handshake.
Yeah, we got the handshake. They can't see that through the mic, though.
Wait, if you're mic'd up, will they have like a camera following you?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
Behind us and to the right.
Behind us to the right? You want to wave?
Yeah, on the count of 3, turn around. It's at our 525.
All right.
1, 3. I think it all comes down to the mentality that you have. You know, Coach Dorn always talks about having a positive mindset, being loyal to the process. And I think by being the most consistent kicker that I can be day in and day out is not letting my emotions get the best of me, staying in the kick, whether it's an extra point or like a 50-yard kick, it's the same kick. So I'd say just being calm and smooth with everything is a big thing.
I love Chris's demeanor. I love his daily work ethic. I love how hard he is on himself, but how he doesn't let it get to his performance. And he has goals, and he attacks it every day the same way, and I think that's why he's having the success that he is. You know, when you have a talented guy that has a great routine and he doesn't break it, good things usually happen.
Without my dad, I would not be here, and he's really been the one who's helped me out, whether it's football, or academics, or any part of my life. He's definitely expected more from me than I've expected from myself, and I think that's why I have such a high bar set for myself now. He wouldn't let me get satisfied, or he wouldn't let me be complacent. He saw it as I was offered by NC State, all right, this is an opportunity to work just as hard, so that way you can go in there and start. When I got here, now that I am here, that's an opportunity to work even harder. When I came in and started, that's an opportunity to work even harder to have the best freshman season. After having the season I did, he saw that as an opportunity to be the best sophomore, to have a better sophomore season. And he's always pushed me, and he's always had the same goal that I have, that hopefully one day I'll be playing in the NFL. And he's always held me to a higher standard than I've held myself.
Night games in November and cold weather usually go hand in hand, and that's what we have tonight in Raleigh. We're at Carter-Finley Stadium for an ACC Atlantic Division showdown that could have postseason implications for both Louisville and NC State.
Go. Bring it up, Wolfpack! Get your damn hands around each other. Get in here tight. We know what we got to do tonight, boys, right? That's right. We know what we got to do. Fight with everything we got for the men in this room. Next time we huddle up in this locker room, we know what we want it to look like. Leave it on the field, you got me?
First down and 15 to go. Matt dropped in his own backfield. Laurel Murchison blew in there. Cunningham, a short pass over the middle. Fitzpatrick's got it, heading for the far sideline, but he's slammed down. Here's Leary taking the snap, handoff Knight on his own run over the right side. Fumbles the football, it's loose at about the 43-yard line of State.
I think Louisville's got it.
Let's see if the Pack dials up pressure. They're coming on a full blitz, and Cunningham's going to be sacked back at the 30-yard line. Here's the shotgun snap, and a shovel pass is intercepted. Cunningham steps up, he's going to fire long, he's got a man open. Fitzpatrick catches at the goal line, he's in. Touchdown, Louisville.
Hey, he's in the bounds. We got to work on the throw route, right? Work to get open.
Handoff is to the right side, a zone run by Van Knight. He breaks a tackle at the 45, 40, 35, 30. High snap, ball down. Kick on its way. It is good. Here's the shotgun snap. Play action faking Leary. Guns it over the middle end zone. Caught. A Messi for the touchdown. Gets it on the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Cunningham fires up the hash. He's got Atwell, 40-yard line. Moves to the right side. He's loose at the 30. Down the right side, 20, 10. He'll walk into the end zone. Here's Cunningham firing left sideline. He's got his H-back. That's Ford at the 10-yard line. He's into the end zone. He's 0 for 2 this season, and it's a direct snap. Chalafu rolling, looking to throw. He's still looking to throw. Fires end zone. Caught.
Oh my goodness.
By 4. State suffers its 4th straight loss. The Wolfpack will have to put this game pretty much, Johnny, in the rearview mirror very quickly, because State visits Georgia Tech next Thursday night. Final score from Carter-Finley, 34-20. Louisville beats NC State.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get 20% estimated savings on select 2019 Ford models, plus earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. Now get 20% estimated savings on select F-150s and Rangers, plus earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
In America, we make our own decisions and enjoy freedom of choice. For too long, power companies have put profits first, and customers and the environment last. At Power Home Solar, we'll build a world where homes and businesses run on affordable, clean, renewable solar energy. A world we're proud to pass to our children. We're an American company using American-made panels. We're building a movement. One business, one home, one panel at a time. Power Home Solar. Own your power.
For years, you've relied on your electric cooperative to power your daily life. Now, we're going one step further. North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a network of electric vehicle charging stations across the state, boosting tourism and economic opportunities, reducing emissions, and empowering our members with the latest technology. Learn more at ncdriveelectric.com.
I see a race car. I see a dinosaur. Hey, Luke, what do you see?
I see a house with a CPI security system, fully equipped with smart video, intrusion protection, and real-time response.
Whoa, cool.
Protect your home with smarter security from CPI. Stop imagining peace of mind. You'll never miss a thing, and one app controls it all. Make CPI yours today. To learn more, go to mycpi.com.
Luke, my T-Rex is going into your house.
He's gonna set off the alarm.
This portion of One with Wolfpack Football is presented by Coca-Cola. When you are stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke and share it with a friend. Share a Coke and go Pack.
Here's the deal. We're about to go into the playoffs. We got 2 weeks to play in a bowl game. 2 games. One's on Thursday. The next one, you know who it is. But if we're going to turn the ball over and not play the ball when it's thrown, we ain't going to win. Can we do that? Yes, sir. You guys got great hearts in your chest, man. I love you. You got to take care of the football. You were the tougher team, but you don't deserve to win when you're -3 in turnover margin, and we don't play a people. We had 4 balls on defense go right through our hands tonight. We just need to make more what? Plays. You got fight. You got character. Make the plays, boys. And you got to win. God, what a finish it could be, man. If you want it, we'll get it.
I think it separates tough people. I think it's what it does, you know. Because there's some good players that aren't as mentally tough, you know, and there's some bad players that are really mentally tough. And obviously the elite player is talented and mentally tough, you know. And I think it exposes people. I think it exposes everyone, you know. I mean, there's people that are going to turn their backs on us, and those people were cheering for us, you know. There's people that are going to stick with us. I mean, I think loyalty is a big thing in this world, and I think people should value that more. I know our team does, and that's something we talk a lot about. You know, I mean, every day I come in here with the right mindset. It's not easy, you know, when you're trying to lift up a program that's been pushed down a little bit, but I also know that the big picture is going to be there for me. And the team that we had here that had all these NFL players and won back-to-back 9-win seasons, it was a team that we recruited, we developed, and made them into what they are. And this team will be no different. These guys that stick it out with me are going to be champions one day. And I haven't wavered, I haven't given in to that, and I know that's going to happen here.
Get up in here, let's go. We got no time to feel sorry for ourselves, man. Family on 2, 1, 2.